Sarah asks, "Why is it so difficult?" So Sarah looks down at her hands nervously. She tells me that one day recently she woke to a bleary-eyed view of the world. She explains how terrified she felt, her eyes looking out at the world as if through a layer of gauze, prompting a visit to the doctor. The doctor ran some tests and assessed her eating habits and daily physical activity, and Sarah admitted that both were poor. One blood test result later, and the doctor had declared Sarah to be pre-diabetic, scolding her for her poor eating habits and telling her to stop eating sugar or she would need to go on insulin. Sarah says that she tried so hard, but while she had all the information, she just couldn't stop her daily intake of candy bars and liters of soda. On her next doctor visit, her doctor put her on insulin at the tender age of 23. Sarah begins to cry, saying that she's afraid to die. She wants to do so many things in her life, but now she feels held back by having to stick a needle into her arm with insulin every day, all because she can't stop putting sugar in her mouth. She looks up at me with tears welling in her eyes and utters one word: help. I talk to Sarah's rider then, and I show her studies and videos of what happens to sugar in the body, how her body receives it and processes and stores it, how it affects her blood and insulin levels, why insulin is required for her overworked body. I teach her rider how to make healthy meals and teach her how the nutrients in healthy food are used by her body as fuel and helps her blood and regulates her insulin. I then ask Sarah's elephant so many questions about the things that she wants in her life, about the people and the things in her life that she loves and what makes her smile, what makes her want to get up every day. Sarah's elephant talks with incredible love for her baby boy, who she loves with every cell of her body and who she very much wants to watch grow up and become an awesome young man. Sarah's elephant is incredibly strong, far stronger than her sugar addiction. And like all elephants, she's a force to be reckoned with. Sarah and I take an exploratory stroll along the path and see that it is cluttered with Sarah's family, who eats so many sweets and drinks sugary soda around her all day long. I see some of Sarah's friends who make fun of her when she chooses to drink plain water or eat a piece of broccoli instead of a brownie. Her path is also blocked by the obscenely high cost of vegetables in her village, while junk food can cost so little. I also meet one incredibly helpful guide on Sarah's path, her best friend, who calls Sarah every day to encourage her, ask about her son, and is helping her to clear some of that debris which threatens to block the progress of Sarah's elephant and rider towards reducing sugar. Sarah looks down at her bottle of insulin and her box of sharps and glances at her baby boy asleep in the bassinet in the room, and she decides to clear her path to empower her elephant. I nod once and we work out a plan for Sarah to remove the obstacles on her path. Her elephant is strong that day, planning and strategizing ways to throw out the sugar lurking in her kitchen, to plant a vegetable garden in her yard and post a huge picture of her baby boy on the refrigerator to remind her elephant when she is tempted to have a bottle of soda. She tells her family that she needs their support or she will need to take a break from them for a while, and surprisingly, they agree. Sarah and her best friend work together to clear the path to allow Sarah's elephant and rider progress along that path with as few distractions and obstacles as possible. Not long after the plan is in motion and her elephant and rider make their careful way down that path, Sarah's doctor smiles as he tells her that she no longer needs insulin. He smiles at her, noting her healthy skin, her body 10 kilos lighter, her blood regulating insulin all on its own. The rider, elephant, and their path reach their goal.